All right, hi, my name is Reed Vertisoto, and I've been a worship leader for quite a bit now, and people keep on asking me how it is that I play and rearrange songs and make them sound the way I do. And I thought, after answering these questions so many times individually, that I would just take the time and make a video so that you could all see how it is that I do this. Now, I use a lot of music theory to go through this, and so I'm going to start at the very basics and use some songs that you're probably all familiar with, and show you what I do to make a new song out of these songs that we've been playing for 5, 10, 15, even 20 years. So let's get started. So one of the things that you're going to need to know is your major scale. So your major scale goes like this. All right, and each of those notes has a number that corresponds with them. Your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to your 1. All right, now it just so happens that your 6, all right, is your relative minor scale. Right? All right, all of those notes are also in your major E scale. So if you just start on your 6, all right, all those notes are in there. So that's going to be important when we move on and show how each one of these numbers has a corresponding chord associated with them. All right, so in your E, your 1, all right, is going to be a major chord. Your 2 is your F sharp minor, is a minor chord. Your 3 is a G sharp minor chord. Your 4 is an A major chord. Your B, your 5 is a B major chord. Your 6 is a C sharp minor chord. Your 7 is a D sharp diminished chord. All right, and this form is going to be very important because, as you can see that I'm playing here, is you've got your 6 starting on the A string, 6, 7, 6, 7. All right, you could also find it down here on the D string as 1, 2, 2, 2, depending on where you're playing in the guitar, whichever is easiest to find at that point. Okay, and if you start with your 6th chord, right, and we're going to play now our minor scale with our chords. This is now our 1, our 2, which should look familiar, our 3, which should look familiar, 4, familiar, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay? So as long as you're able to remember that your major triad scale goes major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, back to your major, and that your minor scale goes minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. Okay? And they all have the numbers, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Or now for our minor, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. All right, now these are all going to be important when we move on to our song. So let's use a song that all of us are, really familiar with, and that is How Great Is Our God. All right? So one of the things I like to do, right, is, well, let's just start. We got How Great is Our God. It goes to 6. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will sing how 4, how 5 is our God. All right? So one of the things I like to do is, instead of ending on the 1 and resolving, I like to replace my 1s with a 6. Now you've heard this all before in Hosanna. Right at the very end, where's that tag where they sing Hosanna in the highest? It goes Hosanna in the highest. But you can replace that 1 with a 6. Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna in the highest. Right, so if we go back to How Great Is Our God, right? How great is our God, sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God. All right, you see how that works? Replacing it with the 6. Now, one of the things I also like to do is use turnarounds. And one that is very popular is called the 2-5-1 turnaround. Now, if we're in E, if you remember, our 2 is our F sharp, our 5 is our B, and our 1 is our E. Now, if you did a 2-5 turnaround to all these different chords and you always use the same chord progression in E, it wouldn't be very interesting. What a 2-5-1 progression means is that whatever chord you want to end on, the 1, all right, you're just going to call that chord a 1. So if we're going to end on A, for this moment, it's the 1. So, in How Great Is Our God? How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And all will see how great. Now, just imagine that this is the 1 now. So our 2 is going to be a B. Our 5 is going to be an E. And then our 1. Okay? So this is how it works. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? 2-5-1. And all will see how great. All right, you see how that works? And all will see how great. So that's how you use a 2-5-1 for your major. Now, one of the things that your organ player is going to do that he's maybe never been able to show you or haven't been able to figure out is how to do that really great sounding, that really emotional sounding 2-5-1 turnaround to your 6 or your minor chord, all right? So if you remember, our 2 was that diminished chord to the 5 to the 1, all right? Now, as you see, I'm playing a G sharp major, and I'm just forcing that major to make it sound a little bluesier, but technically it should be a minor, all right? But for guitar and adding those accidentals, it kind of just makes it sound, just have that different feel to it. So this is how it's going to sound right now. It's going to go, how great is our God? Sing with me, how great. We're going to 2-5 again. Is our God, and all will see how great. How great. I like to play the 5 of my B. Great is our. Let's go and not resolve it and go to the 6. Is our God. Oh, 2-5-1. How great. How great is our God. All right, see? Great is our God. Sing with me, how great. Now, when I use this, sometimes I like to change the tempo as well. So you've been playing that the entire time, and right? And you're just going to tag that chorus on one last time. So you're going to go, how great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And oh, we'll see how great is our God. Whoa, how great is our God. Or you can end it with the major 7. Is our God. All right? See how that works? So, now let's take it to another song in another key, right? You can play it in G, you can play it in D, whatever. These things will always apply. So, Blessed Be. You've been playing this song for, what, 15 years? Of the Lord, blessed be your name. Right? You're always playing in that G. Change up the phrasing. Bring your G way up on the neck and start using that 2-5 turnaround, all right? So we're going to do, blessed be the name of the Lord, blessed be your name, blessed be the name of the Lord, blessed be your glorious name, blessed be the name. So you're wondering, all right, what was different about that? How did I do that? What I like to do is use my diminished chord in between my 4, my 5, and my 6. All right? All right, that's going to add a lot of great sounds and a lot of great movement into your songs. That diminished chord has just got such a soulful great, engagement quality to it. So, like I said, we're doing that. Right? Okay, so we do, blessed be the name of the Lord, blessed be your name, blessed be the name of the Lord, blessed be your glory. We're playing the 2, glorious name. 5, diminished to the 6. Alright, you see how that works? Alright, so I hope that these things really help you out. I hope that you're able to use your 2-5 turnarounds in the major scale, your 2-5 turnarounds in the minor with that diminished as the 2. Alright, and then I'm hoping you can always use your diminished chord in between your 4, 5, and 6. Alright? When in doubt, you want to move somewhere, try and find that diminished chord that tries to work it in. Use the 7 to the 1. Use the 4, right? And you got that nice chromatic, right? All right. Use your jazz chords. One of the songs that I like to use jazz chords on is "Go Tell It on the Mountain." Go tell it on the mountain. This is just my minor bar, right? Over the hills and everywhere. This is like my 6th chord, which also happens to have my diminished chord in it, all right, which is that tritone, which is that flat 5 sounding. All right, you can use that and use your diminished chords and go tell it on the mountain, or you can do go tell it. I don't remember where it is. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Right? You gotta sometimes play around, alright? It's like I'm trying to figure out, right? I'm trying to find out where's, that chord. And it's not gonna be easily found in these other iterations sometimes, right? This is where that is. So if I don't want to move around so much, go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Or go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. All right? So just play around. Try and find those different phrases, those different, modes of playing these same chords. All right, to make sure that you can stay relatively close, in your arm and hand movements. So I hope these things have helped you out. Go make a new song. Go worship with your team. Hope this doesn't drive them too crazy. But just grab a song and cross out the numbers. If you use Planning Center, a lot of the times you can have them print out the music, if you use your lyric and chord sheet in the Roman numerals or in the numerals, and it'll write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for all the chords that correspond, and just go cross out, the 1 and replace it with a 6 and write, in the corner 2, 5 to it, and just play those chords. See how it turns out. It can be some really awesome stuff. So I hope this helped you. Go ahead and share some of the things that you've rearranged that you really like. Try and figure out other songs that you've heard that have that, like maybe the Ashmont Hill version of Blessed Be that I was showing you. There are some really great stuff. Leave a comment if you've got any questions. Like this, share it, and I hope this helps your worship team. So thanks so much for watching. Take care.